my boy. Oh yeah, we come right back to you.
What's up, boy?
That's me. I got ball. Flashing, bump him, bump him, bump him. I got ball. That's me.
Trap this, come on, we gotta go.
One more, baby. One more. Make sure you box out shooter. Make sure you get shooter.
Good try. Come here.
count it up, 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 count it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. I know that it's difficult. I'm stacking this paper, it's sort of habitual. I put a residual and in your like it's part of my ritual, part of the visual. But money you give me it's typical. I wanted it physical. $1 million I count up in intervals. Without it I'm miserable. Don't wanna fall off, so I'm all in my bag. Thinking God like it's biblical. I know it's gonna solve every problem I have. I ball on the principle. Remember the teachers is all of my. Now look all of them pitiful. And all of a sudden I'm so good at math. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die. Oh no, don't stress. Big pills, big pills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills.
Boosted inside, shooting down.
Can't sit still. Don't give up if it kills. It mix well. I'm only counting big bills, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My 110 drills. Can't sit still. Don't give up if it kills. It mix well. I'm only counting. Don't stress, quattro. Proceed with caution. I heard if you taste it, it only results in a hole in your heart. I take the whole cake and I won't leave a portion. It's only an organ. Thank God mama couldn't afford it. The loneliest orphan. I flip my misfortune and grow me a fortune. My rollie is scorching. They hate it, it's slowly endorsing. Not coldly important. My beside me like Tommy and Martin. We ballin' your courtin'. Then with your like we turning your heart in. She don't need a. She from all of the money we countin'. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die.
We got London on the track.
Money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hook. We don't pay attention to no loose talk, loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up, cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these bitches, we just let them tools talk, tools talk, tools talk. And give back yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on us and I'm gon' hack, gon' hack. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I'm married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. And we each other, cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the stew, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got hundreds. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hook. We don't pay. pay attention to no loose talk, loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up, cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Plastic, y'all, it's real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the price. I don't with this for we got. Down to them. They don't check none of the artists, so I'm. Problem is, you see me get it. 8212 was breaking. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I heard the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hook. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't. But them do my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS1 the crystals. Extended magazines, shuffle limousines. The $4 $65,000 on jeans. Ball like stuff for lotion. Skirt the Testarossa. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Brother with me. Was mad older. Had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pocket the new hook. We don't pay it.
Okay, Stephen A., Combine's over. We got the scouting reports. But what I want to know is who stood out to you?
Well, there were a number of exceptional looking. And notice I said looking because everybody knows looks can be deceiving. There were a bunch of exceptional looking prospects, but the one clearly stood out above the crowd. It was exceptional. I got to give credit where credit is due right now. What are your thoughts on it?
I would agree. I would say the one did very well and was on the upper end of the spectrum. I wouldn't say number 1 overall, and I think the scouting reports agree with me there, but top 5 pick.
So you agree he'll get snatched in the top 5?
I'd say it's likely. Top 5 is likely. But what I want to know is he ready to play alongside the current greats? Can he handle the pressure? How is he in clutch situations? How does his play hold up on both ends of the court? You know how it is.
But those are valid concerns. I'll give you that. But my belief is simple. What I've seen in terms of his talent, if I'm one of these teams, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to get him on my roster. Plain and simple. One of the top 5 teams. You heard me.
I beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. I bet you can. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. I bet you can. My mommy said I could be any.
Okay, Stephen A., Combine's over. We got the scouting reports. But what I want to know is who stood out to you?
Well,
with the first pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select DeAndre Ayton from Nassau, Bahamas, and the University of Arizona. With the second pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Marvin Bagley III from Duke University.
They drag. Only 6 feet. Third pick in the trash can. I was gonna do that.
This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I live a wild life, don't judge me. In the lobby, walk in the room, then leave with the that in my 40 money. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, now me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shows. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh really now? Aight man, let's get it done. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me.
You know I gotta give them what they asked for. Like Tupac spitting at the tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it done with where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do it. No living like 5.
Still got a heart of gold, so don't let me go, cause I'm here for you.
Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Dub Mo's at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no.
I got what you want. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You can get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my.
Right now, Sam.
24 hours, cut check, bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG, lie detected, don't lie, lie, lie. Cut check, bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG, lie detected, don't lie, lie, lie. No, 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 no. I ain't got no tickets to the show. You should call the fire marshal, cause I want all the. Hello? Dial 911. No time for the makers.
I'm gonna carry over and move level 2. Oh my god. I don't think
You know that's every time I link with him, make a ice on my arm. Feel like a storm. We make 30,000 in these sweats. 20 up next, that's a bet. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Told her bye, bye, bye. Don't make I. Got a lot of racks on me. Got a lot of juice on me. Couple M's in jewelry. I'm a wrist like just eat. And I can't buy no flight. No. Look at my bust down shine. Small. Just name my flight. Make 100 bands up for the next show. I don't want to. I don't want to tell you that, mama. Main dogs can't just laying on the floor. All this I saw me dripping. Kicking, she tripping. I'm too rich to listen. Ooh, I'm picking rain still glisten. So don't lie, lie. Ooh, no you can't stand it. I ask you why. Cut the check or buy.
Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. No, 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 no. I ain't getting caught up with you. You should probably call your jeweler, cause none of your diamonds cold. And they supposed to be froze. Ooh. Gucci on me head to toe. If you lie to me, I gotta let you go. Club, all the broke bag. 24, time to show 'em what that. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trip. Bye, bye, bye. detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Somebody pop all day. Hold up. Somebody on their way. Hold up. I would have grown all day. Hold up. Somebody can't relate.
Black
Hold up.
Panther.
Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation. Yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. The place 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 up. Down. Go to the down. I see clothes jogging down. Jogging down. Got Benjamin Franklin on my diva, no. Soldier from the jungle. I keep the on me, I leave you puzzle. Bang, I'm the black card on her. My knee long, I done hair on her. That cavity, and I'm the her, that's Hillary. Saudi, are you on 10 yet? You know. He said, soldier, if you looking for me, somebody pop all day. Hold up. Somebody on their way. Hold up. I would have grown all day. Hold up. Somebody can't relate. Hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation. Yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet?
Good evening from Philadelphia. I'm Ed. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Simmons to Butler. That's at.
We know what's coming. Go get it.
Substitutions. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year, but Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia.
Big pick right there.
Simmons. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw try off the mark. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Simmons to McConnell. Dwight Powell swats in.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nice pass to get things going.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. It's the Sixers out in front. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Short jumper off the mark. And a nice finish at the rim.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim, that was a thing of beauty.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Hey, feed me, I'm hot.
Off the mark. And he's going to the line to shoot.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Dwight Powell, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First one, count it. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. That's out of... Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Knocks it down off the step back. Long key from three-quarters court. Time expires. The Mavericks have the lead.
The Mavericks dominated this matchup from the opening tip. And no matter what was tried by the opposition, they just couldn't be slowed down. This could turn into more of a blowout before we know it. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks. The 76ers may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers.
First half stats. Player of the half. Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
And that'll...
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Substitutions, Dallas.
Down low for Powell. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Butler To Allen, picked up by the Mavericks. And a throwdown.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Brunson to Butler. Trying to cash in. Butler can't get his shot to fall. Nice pass to set things up.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Brunson. Knocked loose. Mavs have it. He gets it.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Butler into the front court. Final minute to play in this third quarter. To Brunson. They'll go to Butler down low. Jimmy Butler with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Rebound cleared by Philly. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Grayson Allen at the line. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. And scores.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Short jumper won't go down.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Mavericks are in the driver's seat. It's been a compelling game so far.
All right, let's bring the fire. Let's bring the fire.
Substitutions. Philadelphia. Substitutions.
Simmons. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Easy path to the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You're probably... break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Dallas with the possession. Terrific vision. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Simmons. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Simmons into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To McConnell. To Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. Dallas owns the basketball. Amir Johnson snatching it out of the air. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Amir Johnson. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Simmons. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
From the outside, no good. To Brunson. Simmons. To McConnell. Shot clock winding down. Simmons. Slam dunk.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
Simmons with it. Down a bundle. Picked up by the Mavericks. Ben Simmons sends it away. Lays it up and in.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Fires the 3. He took the bait, and he hits. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. The victory to the Mavericks as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Mavericks won this matchup with a significant margin. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Dallas Mavericks. The 76ers really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future.
Game track. Bench points.
The Dallas Mavericks had the kind of bench production that will make any coach proud. NBA games can be made easier when you're working with depth, and that's exactly what happened here today.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Philadelphia 76ers. On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Max up, bust down, max up, bust down, seal up, break it down, wait up, bust down, open up, seal, look. Stand up, it's a buzz, how you do? Got it in the old name, the buzz. We don't even, we just buzz down. Got my on the roof, gon' make them buzz down. It's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown. Play, but it no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma bust down. Bust down, seal up, bust down, bust down, bust down, 30, 50, 100, I'm down. Stay 10 toes, I'm down. 10 toes, Jenny Craig with them. Diamond dance like Chris Brown. Lick 'em out, water don't drown. Neck whip like baptized. Church, MJ with the 4-5. Fade away. No buzz, hey, what? Like a mummy. Fake to a dummy. Got a lot of young dummies. Go roll rap with the Tommy. By the apartment, I moved it in abundance. Buzz on the I split the like circumference. Then up, it's a buzz down. Got it in the old name, the buzz. We don't even hear, we just buzz down. Got my on the roof, gon' make them buzz down. By the it's a buzz down. Run through the grass like a touchdown. Play, but it no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down. Buzz down, seal up, buzz down, buzz down, buzz down. 30, 50, 100, I'm down. I keep pile. Yeah, it's my decorator. Draw 6 like PlayStation. Next station. Can't keep my waiting. My impatient. Whoa, whoa. In the den. In the kitchen. Post
3 times 10. Can't chop a baby. Got weed like Sinead. Hey, throwing them like Luda. I'm older like a. I pass it like a. Excuse me. My keep down here. Cold with it like Martin. Break it down. Pick it up. Bring it back. Then up. It's a buzz now. Got it in the old name. The buzz. We don't even hear. We just buzz down. Got my on the roof. Don't make them buzz down. Right the buzz down. Run through the grass like a touchdown. Play with no buzz down. Try to take my chain. I'ma buzz down. Buzz down. Buzz down. Buzz down. Buzz down. 30 down. 100 down.
Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna see you sweat. Just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna see you sweat. Just keep the lights on. Hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. First off, bow down, cause this feel like Midnight Club at D-Town. What's up? Double additional keys in the addition. My hat tipping, Dontrell Willis with the feet kicking, knees cranking. You see what Pete cranking. I mean, listen, y'all be tripping. See, we